Hello. Hi. Hello. How are you doing? I thought I'd spend a few moments just showing you the latest Days of Summer event that's happening in EverQuest 2. It's affectionately known as Panda Panda Panda, or it's known as the Days of Summer, or it's the Travels of Yunzi timeline. Take your pick, whichever one you want. Normally people call it the Panda quest line, because the NPCs are pandas. You'll see in a minute. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of what that is, and why it's here, what sort of thing you're going to be expected to complete in this quest line, and what's going to happen to you. So it was introduced in 2017. It's a weekly quest line that was like released one quest line each week for 9 weeks over the summer. So it was kind of bridging the gap between the end of like Scorched Sky Festival Oceans Full Festival, and then also leading to the November anniversary of the release of EverQuest 2. So it's kind of that sort of end of summer gap, when everyone goes back to work or school from the summer. It's not on the in-game calendar, which is why I'm covering it at the moment. I just thought I'd give it a go, have a look, see what's there. Because if I go to the calendar, that's my character, not the calendar. That's oh, and there's calendar. You can see at the moment we've got the Moonlight Enchantment. There's no Panda Panda Panda, and there's nothing really until the Keynote Festival. So if it was every week, it would be there. The new quests are released, I think, on Tuesdays, so it's weekly on a Tuesday. After the downtime, I believe there's like a downtime every Tuesday for EverQuest 2, and I think that's when they start doing the quest lines then. We still have, we just had the first one released for 2024. What year are we in? What's going on? So there's quite a few to catch up on. If you are coming into this new and you want to just start, you may have to do the 2023 ones because it's the same NPC. It's Bao Bao the NPC. I will show you them. Why don't I show you them? So you're going to come to the Sundered Frontier. They're all on this new little island. It's the first one with the Wizard Spire. So if you have access to the Wizard Spires, or if you can just use your map, the fast travel in the maps to go to Sundered Frontier. Dead easy. Oh god, all the pop-ups. There we go. You're going to pop up here. Now you're going to see quite a few things because I am up to date. This will be like the new one, the quest feather that's there is going to be 2024's quest feather because I'm up to date, but I haven't done this first one yet. Your shells, if you've never done this before, will be quite bare. Panda bear. I've been through, collected everything over the years, and they're just displaying some of the trophies. Yunzi, what happened to you? You're there. There's Yunzi. If you haven't done these before, Yunzi will also have a feather for you. He's the first one that was introduced, and he asked adventurers to kind of like, he's never been anywhere apart from this little island, and he was like, well, I want to see things. Could you go for me? So as adventurers, we were like, yeah, no problem, we'll do that. That's fine. There's a couple of caveats for this quest line. It's for memberships only. So if you're not paying a subscription, either via Kronos or the monthly payments or yearly payments, it's not going to work for you. These are for subscribers only. It's kind of a thank you. There are some items to pick up, which are probably for very high level characters. If I go to past you, who's got the everything in there. Now I'm level 126 on this character, so a lot of things will be there, but we've got items that are available. If I just click my class, that probably helps. I'm not going to go through all these. It's stuff I'll let you look through with your character to see what you like the best of. There are some level 125, level 110, lots of runes and yeah, things like that. So there are some interesting things. There are some recommended runes that are picked up depending on what class you have. So I'll keep scrolling and I'll keep scrolling. Here we go. This is the interesting thing. We're going to look at the Days of Summer decoration packs. We're going to start with 2018's. So pack 1, we'll have a look at that. We've got a Tinkerer's Clock. We have a Tinkerer's metal gear and a Tinkerer's chest. These are the items that you can pick up once you've completed the quest. We have aqua netted seaweed, red hanging seaweed, and the apprentice's fishbowl. It's in the dressing room, so it will look like it's got glass around it. The dressing room doesn't like glass for some reason. It always messes up a little bit on the glass. Pack 3 is a pile of gold. I think if anyone's done any pirate ships or anything recently, they've all done a pile of gold somewhere, or a dragon's hoard. We have a lot of dragon plushies available in the game, and also a lot of boats available in game, so you'll always see somebody using the pile of gold somewhere. Talking of dragons, we have a wyvern or wyvern, depending on how you want to say it. How you say it might be different from me. That's perfectly fine. That's my caveat. There's the wyvern. We have 2018. We have the ebony vanity mirror. There's like a theme of ebony running through the first few years. So you'll see a lot of this. It's house items that you can pick up and pop in, any inn room, any house item, any guild hall, anything like that. 2018. Also, you get the cherry blossom coming through. There's a few pieces of that. We've got one of the dining chairs and also a dining bench. Why is that greyed out? Okay, I don't know why that's greyed out. Maybe I missed a quest. I don't know. Maybe I've already bought it. We don't know. Interesting. I've definitely done these quests because I can purchase I can purchase week 6 version. But anyway, we'll sort it out. It's not that important. It's the cherry blossom. Actually, with it being the cherry blossom, I've probably already bought it. We have a Halasian pioneer bed. We have a rug. Pretty sure I've seen that rug around in different places. And also a weapon rack. Week 7 gave us the Marshall lights that are kind of a little bit zoomy. They're not too bad, those ones. And then week 8 gave us the telescope. I've seen people with this telescope in places before. I'm pretty sure I've got one in one of my houses. And then the Jin Warrior plushie. He has a lady friend to go with him in another year's worth of packs. If you've done Tinkerfest, and you've got all your consoles and things from Tinkerfest, these are great to put with them. And then there's like a crane as well that kind of opens up and things there. So that's 2018. Let me just close these because you're going to have so many open at once, I found the other day. So to have all these open gets a little bit confusing. So pack 1 for 2019 gives us the shields. It gives us something for the home. It's a bone crystal shield replica. So that will go on the wall there with the skull in the middle. We have an earth rune shield replica, which I really like because it has you can see the things going around in the middle, just like circling, and then also at the bottom of it, it has the leaves there. That's really cool. I like that. And then finally for that one is the Stormcatcher shield. Now, if you go back to Days of Summer 2018, you've picked up the consoles, you've gone through Tinkerfest, you've got a load of cogs moving around and whirring away. This would be amazing to go with it in a sort of like I don't know, maybe you want to make a laser or something like that, as if it's powering up, that kind of thing. It's almost like there's like a load of electricity being focused on one piece there. If you want to create a gnomish villain, maybe, I don't know. You do you. That's where my brain goes to anyway. For pack 2, we have the simple tank. Really good if you pick up any of the fish plushies. There is an octopus plushie that's really fun. I've seen him in a few tanks of these. And then also there's the tall pane. And I've seen this used in aquariums before, or anybody who wants to create kind of like an underwater effect in there. Pack 3 has a succulent plushie. There it is. You've seen these walking around in like Jar Southwaste, some places. There's a Priestess of Rage. Focus in on her a little bit. And then there's going to be a Badger, which is going to be quite close. Yeah. Get the zoom right. There's the Badger plushie. He's lovely. Pack 4 gives us Golden Marble. We first show our Golden Marble. There's the chaise longue, and then we have a font. I've seen the font used in the gardens, or like sort of old ruins, or if anybody's created any sort of like outdoor sanctuaries, that kind of thing. I've seen these used, and they've been like sunk into the floor, so you can just see that top bit with the water. Really cute, really nice. I like it. Then we've got the lights. We've got another marginal light, luminous. This is like a yellow. Before we saw the purple and the blue. We've got the Mystic's crystal ball. Now I've seen this before, years ago. I'm pretty sure you could get it somewhere, but it looks like it's been put back into the game there. And then here we go. Here's a lady with the gentleman that was there before. We've got the Spellweaver plushie of the Djinn. So she's there. It's almost like the caretaker. If you've been up to Shimmering Citadel, she's up there. And then we've got Red Velvet. We're going to move on to Red Velvet. There's a few different themed pieces that will collect 1 or 2 pieces per week. So the Red Velvet would go really well with the Ebony, I think. There's Memories of Skyfire. There we go. The old version of Skyfire. I think that's like the temple to the White Lady, I'm going to say. There is something up in Skyfire in Jar Southwaste which has ice, and it is the White Lady's temple. Doesn't look like that in game, so I'm assuming at some point it looked like that. And then the Ebony End table. So you can see the Ebony, and then if I flick back to the Love Seat, you can kind of see that those two would match or complement each other, I think I'd say. Pack 7 is the Grotto column. I love that. I don't know where I'd use it, but I love it. It's fantastic. It's really decorated. It's got some lovely jewels at the top. Loads of colours in there that you can bring into your designs. There's a glowing sculpture. There's that one. And then there's a floor medallion, which looks like that. Which again, so many colours in it. You could bring any sort of colours and just give it a little highlight with this thing in the middle. Pack 8, we're moving on to the card table and the Wheel of Chance. If you have done anything to do with the Year of Darkpaw, if you've been up to the Herald quests and things like that, you'll have seen that this one's available in one of the Heralds. The name escapes me right now, but it's one of the many heralds we have in the game at the moment during this year. We have a white lacquered version, whereas this is the brown wooden version. And then Wheel of Chance. I don't know. I don't think it's totally showing itself in the dressing room. I think it's supposed to be almost like you know those ones that's like the different coloured segments, and you spin it and it's got like the thing that tickers around and points to something. It's got that sort of effect. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm thinking of, but at the moment it's just a pole. I'm sure once you put it down in a house or in a guild hall, it might show itself. Maybe it's shy in the dressing room. And then we move on to the bookshelves. So you've got the Pinnacle bookshelf, which is a very full bookshelf. It looks great. I think I've got one in the Guildhall. There's also the towering one, which again is lovely. If you wanted to, you could sort of turn it around and just use something to do with the circular blue in the middle. That's a nice thing in the middle there. And then there's a clutter of old books. Because if you're anything like me and you've got too many books, there's different piles of books all over the place. I don't know. One of them is the to be read pile, one of them is the to chuck out pile, that kind of thing. Moving on to 2020, we're getting there. We have the Might of Freeport. It looks like we've got some actual paintings, photos, something like that. That's the older version of Freeport. If you've been on the Origin server, or if you remember from the very start, this is kind of West Freeport. You've come through the main gates, you've entered Freeport itself and come down that sort of past the bank, down that little pathway. I was going to say corridor then, I don't know why. This is where the guards, the fighters, that sort of thing, that's where they are. And then here we've got a little bit of the crafters, and there's kind of like a big open area where you would have guards and things would assemble. I think now it's a pit and like a where people stand, and Lucan turns up and gives his little speech from there. That's how that used to originally look. There's dawn along the Cold Wind coast. That's kind of like those 3 islands just before you get to Blackborough on the eastern side, sort of southeast of Antonica. The words today are escaping me. And it's one of those islands that's been joined by another one. And then a tear in the sands is one of the oasi. I don't know, I'll let you figure that out. We have pack 2 is a very small thing. It's a flying snake. They're all over themselves in the game. He's getting... Oh, yeah, hello. A tan barracuda plushie, and then a golden wyvern plushie to match the red one that we had before. Pack 3 for 2020. We have some weapons to go along with the shields that we saw earlier. So we have the bone crystal mace, which has a stone... I think it's a stone skull. I hope it's not a real skull. That would be very fragile in amongst its ice there. And then there's something at the back. I think it's just a little bit of crystal, well, ice crystal type thing. There's the earth-ruined great hammer, which matches the shield, the earth-ruined shield. And you can see it's got the circular rotating pieces there, and it's also got the leaves that fall off. Looks really nice, I like it. And then to match the other one, the third one, you've got the Stormcatcher's Great Blade, which looks like that. There it is. Perfect. Day back 4. You got the Borite Enhanced tank, so it's the tank that we had before, but it's just got a little bit extra on top. And then you've got the Borite Plane, or Pane, sorry, not Plane. There's no L in it. This will match the long pane that we had before, for your aquariums if you want them, or your water effects. Back into the golden marble, following a pattern here. We've got the column, and we've also got the king bed. I mean, very kingly that is, my gosh. I like the look of that. That's lovely. Pack 6 for day 20, for 2020, day 20. We're moving to the rum cellar. I personally didn't do that little bit of an expansion, but I think a few people did, so you might recognise some pieces. It's a cellar tank and a cellar vat. Pack 7 for 2020, we're back on the ebony. We've got the armoire. I like using that to I pop it in my halls or in my homes, and I like placing the HQ items. So if I get a HQ item, a heritage quest from any character, or the character does the HQs themselves, I pop them on there. And then also we've got the nightstand, which doesn't have to be a nightstand. It can be used to showcase something really special, something that you want to keep, or something that you want to show people. Hey, I had this in my house. It's a lovely pedestal. Going to some really nice, unique drawings, images, paintings, whatever you want to call them. We have the Magic Carpet Ride. We have the Dervish Traveller. And we have the Desert Caravan. And those are really nice. I like those. I don't know. I think they're plain on the back, so you could use them the other way if you wanted to. And then finally for 2020 we have pack 9. We have another bookcase, a huge bookcase. We have the Librarian's Circular Rug and the Librarian's Rug. So you can create your own instant library by just having those 2 packs. That's 2020. And then 2021. Have a look. We have the red velvet. The red velvet's back again now. So we've got the sleigh bed. And we have a couple of stools. To go there, to go in your homes. There's a couple. There's in pack 2. There's some plushies. So we have the Cobalt, magical Cobalt plushie, a grunting warrior, interesting, and a bull plushie. Quite looks a little bit more aggressive, but you could have it in like the homestead. You know how like the Baubleshire is currently available on the marketplace, and it has the piece that you can actually like, not the Baubleshire, the halfling one. It has a piece of it looks like you could use a plough or something like that. It has like turfed floor. What am I trying to say? The soil, the ploughed soil. That's what I'm trying to say. My brain's going on in the background going, I don't know. Pack 3, we've got red velvet again. We've got the dining chair, a couple of those, and also the end chairs. No dining table just yet. Still looking out for that. Pack 4 gives us the Mistmore Manor rug with the symbol of Mistmore in the middle, and I really like rotating it just to give that little effect that's happening in the circle in the centre. It looks like a spirograph. Reminds me of that from my younger days. We have a green cub carrier. You've probably seen this again in my reviews of like the Year of Darkpour items that are available from Catherine. Big yawn. We've got some sleepy cubs. We have got pandas, so I assume it's to do with those. It's that sort of a theme. Pack 5, we've got some items. We've got a small potion bottle, so it could be used in your bathroom design, your kitchen design. Maybe you're creating a bar or something like that, or just give some sort of like little knickknacks on the sides of places, just a little bit of decoration, make it look lived in. That's my favourite thing, is to just place these randomly places just so it looks like the guild hall is being used, or it's been, you know, sort of lived in. Somebody's left a coffee cup in the wrong place, or a wine goblet, or a tankard, something like that. Looks like you've just missed somebody who's turned up, popped the drink down. Maybe they're going to come back or not. Gorok the Assembled, I don't know where he's from. I don't recognise that mob. I assume he's from somewhere. He looks very vicious wherever he's from. And then we have a Manticore plushie, which you'll have seen around. I think I've seen these somewhere. The name's escaping me where I've seen these, but I've definitely fought these guys. Maybe Sinking Sands, something like that. Or Tembrous Tangle. Day 7, we're back into the rum cellar. So we've got the copper pot, we've got the copper vessel, And then we have the pump, which again is quite small, but I'll zoom in a little bit because you can see the wheels are moving there. Nice. Pack 8. We have the Skulker ship, and I was talking about the pirate ships earlier, the pile of gold that was there. A lot of people have got this ship, and in like the homes and guild halls where there's like a dock or some sort of place where you could make a dock, they've used this ship and just placed it in there in the water. Looks really cool. I like it. You can place things on top of it as well. I have seen people who have put a sort of like I say, the piles of gold, chests, that sort of thing in there. Made it look as if they've just come back from raiding something. The Skulker Captain's hat, which again is another hat. It's a reskin. I've seen the green one available before, or I think I've got the green one somewhere. There it is. Looks a bit funny on an elf. It makes them look a little bit bald. But it looks really good on like your Karen, Ratonga, that sort of characters. Ixol look really cool with it on as well. Yeah, I like it. And then finally, we're going to scroll out a little bit because we have a mount. We have Anthony. I don't know if anybody's seen Ant-Man, the Marvel Universe MCU film that had people in it. Michael Douglas was in it, I think, and other people. Yeah, Paul Rudd, I think that's it, isn't it? Showing myself now. I can't remember people. I can see his face, don't know his name. But that's Anthony from it. Yeah, he rides an ant because obviously he's Ant-Man. Unfortunately, our Anthony in game doesn't fly. It's just a mount. But there we go. Someone's a mount to ride. There we are. So that is 2021. We're getting there. How long have I been going for? 27 minutes. No. It's going to be an hour and it's just going to be me showing you what you can get. You'll notice, these, you'll remember these, you'll have seen these everywhere. 2020, maybe 2022, I don't know. It just says Days of Summer Decoration Pack 1. Could be the 22 stuff, I don't remember. They've got the double arched wood window, we've got the regal stained wood window, and we have the single pane wood window. You'll have seen these everywhere. I've used them myself, that's how much you'll have seen them everywhere. We've got a lush flowering bush, we've got a lush hanging vine, and we've got a lush variegated bush. There we go. Pack 3 has a Siren Enchantress plushie. I think she's available in Oceans Full. I've seen her around somewhere, maybe. And then also an Aqua Hanging Seaweed. Pack 4, we're moving back into the Castellium stuff. Castellium has been available in the marketplace for a long time, and this is stuff that matches that. So we've got the bed. There we go. Very sort of grand. I've seen them around in sort of National Trust houses. It reminds me of the very sort of Tudorish, especially with the wood panelling. I've seen them in the grand old houses. Castellium dresser even. There we go. Another one that's kind of up in the house. Kind of just gives the house like a little bit of a feeling, and then you can place on the Heritage Quest items, the other items that you pick up over the gameplay that you've got. And then there's nightstands as well, so there's a smaller version of it. If I rotate that round, there you go. Pack 5 is the Cherry Blossom again. We've got a love seat. I think you can see that through the bloom. There it is. And then the Cherry Blossom sofa, which is just a little bit longer, wider, I don't know. Whatever width I think it is, isn't it? A few more people can fit on it. Pack 6, we have Fortune's Companion, which is a D12. if you've done the Bristlebane Day stuff, especially the actual April Fool's Day, the 1st of April. The Sphinxes that give you the riddles, these are the sort of rewards that you get. You get like D20s, D4s, D12s. We have a high keep game room table, and also the high keep gambling stool. It reminds me of sort of the leather tops that you get in the pubs and bars and restaurants here, especially in the sort of the 80s, 90s. Going back to childhood and things, this is what reminds me of. And then we've got pack 7 is really good. I like these. We have a sparkly purple ball that looks really nice in a home, and then a gold sparkle ball, and something maybe to put them in, a magical brazier. I'm gonna stick with brazier. That has, I believe it has like a flame effect in the middle, but I'm not 100% sure. At pack 8 we have the draconic grandfather clock. Really nice. It goes lovely with the bookcases from earlier. If you can see it, there's the head just underneath the 6, and then if you move it to the side you can kind of see the wings sort of swooping down this way to sort of meet at the bottom there. So it's kind of draconic. And then the magical yellow Drake plushie, which I've seen different colours. It's another variation of a Drake plushie. Number 9 is just a couple of stone gargoyles. If you've been up to Miss Moore's Castle, not in the catacombs, but if you've done the castle way up through in Loping Plains, you go up the stairs. It's a very long way. These are the gargoyles that's on the stone plinths as they go up in the castle, towards the castle in Loping Plains. Some more items are available. Some more. I'm waiting to see if I can find the homes. There's a couple of homes available as well. Some more items. Some more items. There we go. The Mara Estate Deed of Ownership. That is the ability to purchase the entirety of the Isle of Mara. It includes all the buildings, so you can finally get up to the Tower of the Four Winds. You can finally get to the top of there and see what that looks like. It also has the waterfall. It just stops at the point where you go through the gate behind the waterfall. That's where that ends. And it has the little island as well, where you can zone into the raid instance and things. It's lovely, really nice. You can get into all the homes as well. All the homes you can get into in game. The doors open, and you can decorate those little homes as much as you like. That's there. There is a merc. I can't see what she looks like. But there is a she uses Ranger Inquisitor. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that. We have, there's 2022. We have Decoration Pack 1 for Panda Panda Panda. So let's move into these. We have the female Drachnid plushie. Gonna leave her there. We have the male version, and we have the Ember Worker plushie. If you've been up to Highton area in Kylong Plains, that's where these guys are sitting. Pack 2. Did I not do it? Salmon? Oh yes. This is why I've got too many of these tabs open. Bear with me. There we go. So pack 2. Salmon. We got the ornamental basket and the ornamental serving bowl. There's those there. Pack 3. We have the Felwith Falling Star banner and the Felwith Paladin banner. I nearly said Palladium. And then the Felwith Podium. Sort of a Felwith theme coming through for the next few. Got a Drollvarg Warrior plushie. There he is. Drollvog Priest with his headgear, I like that. And then a Yarly Scout. Lovely little fish man. We have Decoration Pack 5, which has the Felwith. So we've got another bookcase so you can add pieces to it. An apothecary chest, looks like that. And then a long bench, which could be a table, could be a bench, depending on what size of a character you are. How tall your character is. Again, sticking with the Felwith, we've got the ornate Felwith bench, a long ornate bench, and then the vase. Got a couple of the vases. 7. A Kunark Goblin Shaman. A Kunark Goblin Warrior, and then the Yarly Warrior as well. There's little teeth on top of him. We've got Decoration Pack 8 for 2022 has the bench, which is curved, a candle, and then a wine table. And then finally for 22, we have the creatures cataloguing. So you've been talking to Maylin. I will show you Maylin in just a moment. Throughout her questline, she's asked you to go and catalogue some creatures. And these are the books that she's produced because of you helping her out. That's 2022's packs. And then we'll move on to 2023. We've got the City of Mist, we've got a crate, we've got a requilary, and we've got an urn. Pack 2 has a Kellethan Tavern cup and a Kellethan Tavern mug. Those mugs that I was saying, like, I just like to place them around the guild hall, makes it look lived in. Those are the kind of things that I place around. We have gold marble in the oblong table, looks like that. And then the rectangular table, a bit more square, and then the Mistmoor dissection table, just kind of a round one with an odd, it's kind of a unique pattern, I think. I don't think I've seen that pattern around. Pack 4 has the gold banner for Mistmoor and also the orange banner for Mistmoor Manor. Pack 5. We've got the basic Steamfont training dummy. If you've been up to, if you're a crafter and you've been to like Steamfont Mountains and you've helped out Adam and Jamie up there, those are the people, these are the things you've made. So it's just in-game versions, in-game actual replicas of the items that you crafted. Pack 6, Chardock Stone chest. Lovely. Chardock Stone end table. Interesting. And then the Dzoc service standard, which is the banner for the Dzoc service. Pack 7, a Crushbone stone bowl and a Crushbone stone cup. Again, if you have a particular style that you like. And then also a discarded flour sack, which I've seen used in kitchens, I've seen used as pillows. You want to use it for something, you can imagine it, go for it. Pack 8 has the brass artist table, which I think a few people might recognise from places in Marshall. And then there's a steel artist table, which is a blue version. And then we have the Mistmoor open tome. So I have a couple of books that look like that. And then finally for 2023, a couple of plushies. We've got a bear bum. We've got a bear behind. We have the Blizzard Grizzly, and then we have the Ice Maid Matriarch, which kind of is blown out by the colouring at the moment, but it's one of the white cats. That's those. A few more pieces. Got the Relic Tinker Prestige House Deed. Relic Tinker Prestige House. I don't remember what that looks like. Can I see it on the housing board? Visit? No. Marketplace. No, because I'm not going to. No, because it won't be on the marketplace because you get it from here. I'll have to try and figure out how to look at that. Probably from the South Kinos place where you access everything. That's sort of, it's red and it's sort of a rounded column type thing in between the two houses. Yeah, I don't remember. Someone's dinged. There's a few more items, there's a few more secondary, there's the shadowed excursion runes, lots more items. There's a summer bloom, I believe that's a familiar. Yeah, you can summon your own familiar there. What that's called. There's the War Silk Pride Wing as well. There's this guy. So if you have anybody who is level 85 in either crafting or adventuring can get this guy and use him as a flying mount. There you go. Let's reset. There's a wand of war silk. I think that's going to be an actual item. There you go. Have a look at things. See what they look like. See if they match the aesthetic for your character or not. And have a look for that. So that is past you. He's the carrier of things. He's got most of the things from sort of 2017 through to 2023. We do have a new person as well. We have Tai Shan, and I do apologise if I'm mispronouncing any of these names. Tai Shan is the carrier of new things, so he's our second merchant that we need to look at. So I will scroll to the top, bear with me just a moment. This is level 130 items. It requires you having a membership, and to get to 130 it also requires you having Ballad of Zamara, the latest expansion. So yeah, it's for people who are very up to date, and it just gives them a little bit of an item boost, or however you want to do things. So once you've completed the level, I completed 5 weekly quests from Days of Summer Budding Botanist. So Bao Bao, who's behind me at the moment, once you've completed all of their 9 quests, you'll be able to unlock and grab these. So that one, it's a lot of buttons. Hang on, bear with me. Here we go. Blooming Botanist Stone requires membership. I'm reading the red text. So it requires membership and having completed 1 weekly quest from the Days of Summer Budding Botanist. We'll go down there. So here we go. Here's the 2024 stuff. The stuff that makes it all worthwhile. We've got a furbished bookcase. We have a brass bowl of orange slices and a iron bowl of green beans. How long are we going? 42 minutes. Oh my gosh. Here we go. A red flowering hanging vine and a red thick flowered hanging vine, and then a large stack of books. Week 3, pack 3 gives us the ornate red rug and also the ornate red runner, which will go with the librarian's rugs from earlier years. And then we have a small book stack. We have a couple of those. The amount of libraries, it's going to be amazing. Pack 4 has the Huluk lamps. We've got quite a few Huluk lamps coming through over the next few weeks. We have a medium glowing, excuse me, and then we have a spider ivy root. The Huluk lamps, they're gonna look a little bit strange in the dressing room. If you've been up to Splendor Sky Airy, they're up there and you can have a look at those and what they look like. Decoration pack 5 has a small wicker basket, a wide wicker basket, and a small book pile. We have pack 6, which will have a squash custard pie. Reminds me of kind of like a squash. I'm thinking like pumpkin pie. Maybe it's supposed to be a pumpkin pie, especially given the time of year that it's going to be released. A medium book stack, which looks like that one. There he is. And then an ornate iron pot, which kind of gives like it's got like a very shiny metallic sheen to it. There. Pack 7 has a short hanging huluk lamp, a floor lamp, and then also a simple clay vase, which we've seen in the Isle of Mara. We have pack 8. Did I just do 8? No, I did 7. Okay. Hang on. That looks very similar, doesn't it? Pack 7 and pack 8. So you've got a long hook, a long glowing, and then also a large narrow neck clay vase. So that's what that looks like. You'll have seen them in Isle of Mara. If you have a run around there, there's all these different items sort of tucked away inside houses and things. So it's just giving you a little bit of decoration for the Isle of Mara prestige home that you'll have picked up as well. And then finally in pack 9, an Isle of Tranquility, which would match the other one that we did in Antonica, that other one, because I think that bridge is kind of where that's taken from. Assorted huluk barrels, very nice, all the different pieces that are available inside, and then also a fruit barrel which has some it's got oranges in it. So that's the packs. That's what's coming up in 2024. That's what's going to be released anew. At the moment we only have pack 1 available. I haven't done the quest yet. That's what I'm going to do next. But these are going to be released every week on a Tuesday throughout 2024. There's also some lovely runes as well for Zamarin runes. All the different ones you could possibly want and imagine. I don't know. I'm going to leave that to more knowledgeable people to work out which runes are the best ones to get for that. So these are the various pandas. Mei Lin will have a quest for us as well. Done her quest line. There we go. So these are the 2 merchants. Yunzi started, and now we're going to talk to Bao Bao. And we'll see what we've got for 2024. I've got the quest open next to me, so I can do that. It should be here somewhere. Travel to Yunzi. There we go. Get that ready. So she says, "Hello again, traveller. Hello again, adventurer. It took some time, but I finished working through the samples that you gathered for me. Thank you again." "You're welcome. Did you learn much from them?" "I did. Each tree, plant, moss and fungus sample that you brought back was shaped by their environment. Even though I'm still just learning, I was able to learn so much about the world beyond." That's fantastic to hear. "Just thinking about those samples makes me hungry for more knowledge." "I remember you, Bao Bao. Speaking of, would you be willing to collect more samples for me?" "Sure, I can help gather plant samples for you again. Did you have somewhere specific in mind?" "I recently read about harsh wastes overrun by orcs." "Oh, you must be referring to Zach. I think that's a spelling mistake there." "Yes, that's what it was called. I'd love to see what kind of plants grow in that harsh environment." "All right, leave it to me." There we go. So they'll give us Wandering the Wastes. It'll say which one it's for. Week 1. We'll accept it. There we go. And also in your character, before I forget to show you, it's in your currency. So the days of summer 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23. This is here. You'll be receiving, each time you do one of the quests, a flag for your account. It's an account flag, which means only one character needs to do all these quests. That's it. You don't need to do them individually, not individual characters, just once. Per account, and then you'll be able to use them, or it'll rather than using them, it will flag your whole account to say you have completed these quests. And therefore, if you have a higher level character but you don't necessarily want to craft or create homes for them or anything like that, you want to create a home or a guild hall for a different character, get that higher level character to go through and do these quest lines, and then you can use them on any character. You just need to get themselves up here, talk to Pashu and Taishan, have your membership. You'll need your membership to be able to purchase, and then once you've purchased, they're yours to keep forever. You don't need to keep having a membership or buying chrono or anything like that to keep them. Once you've placed them in the home, they're yours. Right, so I am going to head to Zek. I need to collect 3 deadwood branch in the mythical forest. Yep. And then we need to get the wasteland brambles and scorched bark. Okay, no worries. So I will make my way over to Zek. I'll use the map to fast travel. Where's Zek? Zek the Orcish Wastes. Here we go. Where am I best going? Mythical Forest. Let's go to the Grove of Stones. Why not? Go slap bang in the middle of the entrance. Down the entrance. Slap bang in the middle of the map. So we've got some possible locations. Let's try one first, see what we think. Where do we think that is? Oh, okay, so it's this area. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. See where we go. Let's do it. Why not? You don't mind coming along with the journey, do you? You want to see it in real time. You want to see how long these quests are, don't you? Another thing I would recommend is turning off Flora. It can be done through options and display. Right at the bottom is Flora. Turn that off because you are looking for things on the ground, and the Flora will just get in the way of that. So we're looking for deadwood branches. That's a mod arbor. Deadwood branch. Are they I don't think they're trackable. No, they're not trackable, says the wiki. I'm also going to place a... Oh, there we go, sparkly. So that's what it looks like. It looks like that, sparkly deadwood. I'm also going to pop a link to Yunzi's timeline of the wiki, the wiki timeline in the description down below. It's going to be down there for you. So if you wanted to attempt this yourself, you're more than welcome. The wiki will be probably the most up-to-date place to get all the information and also all the locations. Because, yeah. Oh, there's a third one. There we go. There's the deadwoods. So we now need to gather wasteland bramble around the orc encampment. Where's that gone? Let's have a look at the map. Can anyone see? Oh, there it is. Okay, other end of the zone. That's okay, we can do that. Good job, I got flying. So again, this is why it's very easy to use a higher level character that has access to fast travel and can also fly. And it just needs to be the one character on the account. You don't need to do it for every single character. There we go. I am flying the wrong way. I'm getting myself all confused. There we go. Showing you in real time how to do this. Some of the quests before, so Maylin's quest will ask you to catalogue items, catalogue mobs, which if you've never catalogued before, it's the catalogue creature ability skill, which you'll find in your knowledge base. In your bot knowledge book. Oh, I think I see these things. These are much easier to see. The wasteland brambles, for sure. There we go. There's 2. And there's 3. There's lots of them around. You can see them. These are the kind of things I like gathering. And then we want scorched bark in the charred vale. I think that's in a specific place. It's going to be over that side. Yeah, it's up there in the charred vale. It's in one specific area in the map. So we'll have a look up there. Have another run up. Show you a little bit of Zek while we're here. So we've got the mines. If anyone's done that guy's quest, Grosmag, the trainer, you'll know of that heritage quest. Zoning in and out of the mines. Running all the way back up again. Or taking the lift, up to you. I remember his questline. Yet to do it on a few other characters, so that's going to be fun. We'll get there. Flying over. Used to be a lot more trickier when you couldn't fly. I'm so glad we got the ability to fly. I miss it, especially on Origins. Ooh, I just, yeah. I'm so used to dotting around different places and being able to fly. And now I have to run it and I'm like, It's so old school, it's lovely, it's great. Okay, here we are. We have found the scorched bark. A little bit easier to find, these ones are. Here we go. 2. And a third one. So you just need to return back to Bao Bao. So we're just going to click the fast travel button. We're just going to click Sundered Frontier, click next, and then go to the Great Spire on Spire Island. That's where we want to head to. And we're just going to fast travel. And it's just going to take us there. Hopefully it'll won't take too long because there's people in the zone. Great, I love it. Here we go. And we're already facing the right way. What's Bao Bao? Oh, welcome back. I was starting to get a bit worried. There's no need to worry. I was able to make my way through the Waste of Zek and gather some interesting samples for you. Oh, what did you find? I found a branch from a walking tree, some thick bramble, and bark from some scorched trees. Walking trees. I look forward to studying these samples. Thank you. You're very welcome. So we've been rewarded with Days of Summer 2024 Week 1. And then if we check character, when we go to currency, you can see that now we've got 2017 all the way to 2024. We've only got the one quest in 2024. We've only done one of them. So if you're ever wondering where you were at, you can just kind of look. It's kind of not 100% accurate, but especially with 2020, that's not going to be accurate. There's not 98 quests in 2020. But you can just kind of see where you're at. So we know now, if I come back next week, I need to do number 2 of Days of Summer. Okay, so that is that. Hopefully that gives you a lovely little overview of Panda Panda Panda, Days of Summer, or the timeline, Yunzi's Adventurers. That's it. That's all we need to do. So just remember, you need your membership. It's 1 character per account that just needs to do those. It can be any level, although taking a higher level character is going to be better, especially one that can fly. It's going to give you the ability to do that. And yeah, hopefully see you back next week. We'll be able to do week 2 of Panda Panda Panda. Thank you very much for watching. See you all. Bye bye.